Hey guys, so yeah, sorry about the abrupt ending on the last video. Basically my camera, my GoPro here got a little too hot and everything, so that was on me. So basically I had to let it cool for a while I was resting, sleeping. But anyway, let's continue on with this overview for 2025 as we look at the movies we have here from Disney into some other blockbusters and stuff. And I do apologize if I don't get, everything. As you can tell in the background, there are some things, behind these movies and, these movies and stuff. But that'll be at a later time. So I do promise we will look into those when the opportunity presents itself. But with that said, let's take a look over what we have here. And as we could see, we have the classic DVD special edition of Snow White. Yes, we have the platinum edition of Snow White. This was 2 discs. The second disc has a peripheral of contents and everything, including even something hosted by Roy Disney, and then something else hosted, I think, by Angela Lansbury, I think. Oh, that's Beauty and the Beast. I can't really remember. She hosted one of these things. But yeah, we have that. So we have the Platinum Edition. It is two discs, if you will. And everything. It's got a little booklet in there too, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's 2 discs. Then up here we have the Diamond Edition, DVD and Blu-ray edition of The Little Mermaid. So we have that as well. So that's kind of cool. And then here we have Solitos Amigos and the Three Caballeros. This was a Disney Movie Club exclusive, and I have to give a shout out to Frank Hill because he sent it to me, so that was pretty cool of him. So let's put those back there for right now. Yeah, one thing about Frank Hill, shout out to him, is he, as I was saying earlier, I think in another video, is he always finds a way to give me and guys like zaranyzerak movies that we may not have access to and everything. And then here we have the Disney Short Films collection, which is highlighted by the Frozen short, of course, Frozen Fever. And then that's all the shorts on there from, let's see, got Frozen Fever, Feast, Get a Horse, Paperman, Tangle Ever After, The Ballad of Nessie, Prep and Landing, Operation Secret Santa, Tick Tock Tale, How to Hook Up the Home Theater, The Little Match Girl, Lorenzo, and John Henry. And some of these had never been on Blu-ray before, and John Henry, I think, was one that was on the American Legends DVD. I didn't even know it was on here, so that's pretty cool. And Little Match Girl is another good one. Even nostalgia critic Doug Walker talked about that he liked it, doing one of his earlier videos focusing on Christmas. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And Prep and Landing, Operation Santa, Secret Santa, that was on ABC, of course. Get a Horse, that was before one of the movies. I can't remember which one, but it was before it, so that was nice. That's nice to have and everything. So yeah, pretty good. So pretty good to have, I should say, excuse me. And got a bonus extra, Disney Animation Inside Look at the developing and processing of a short, hosted by actor T.J. Miller, voice of Fred in Big Hero 6. That's pretty cool. Then here we have both Maleficent movies. We have the first Maleficent, and we have the second one, Mistress of Evil. So pretty cool. And one thing that I was told by one of my family members is that when they were watching this on the new 4K, one of them got a little dizzy by the flight scenes. I think it was in the Mistress of Evil movie. Then here, as you can tell, we have a lot of Disney. I try to keep them in chronological release order and everything as best I can. So, as well as even in sequel order, or theme-wise anyway. So here we have Snow White. in the Seven Dwarfs. This is the signature collection. So we have Snow White here. We have Pinocchio. We have Fantasia. This is something I got from overseas, as you can tell by the U. But it's both Fantasia and Fantasia 2000, the 2-movie collection. We have Bambi, of course. Dumbo, the 70th anniversary. Alice in Wonderland, 60th anniversary. Lady and the Tramp. We have Cinderella Diamond Collection, the live-action Cinderella, right here. Yes, we have the live-action one. We have Peter Pan Anniversary, and then like I said, behind here we have the live-action Cinderella and regular Cinderella as well. And then like I said, we got Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, like I said, Bambi. We have Fantasia, both Fantasia movies. And then, of course, Pinocchio and Snow White as well. Which, by the way, a lot of people have said the new Snow White basically killed any shot. They just put that there for example, killed any opportunity for Tangled to get a live-action remake and all that. But anyway, moving forward. We have 101 Dalmatians Diamond Collection, Sleeping Beauty Diamond Collection. We have the 50th anniversary of Sword in the Stone, Robin Hood 40th anniversary, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, The Fox and the Hound, The Fox and the Hound 2, Oliver and Company, the 4K Blu-ray anniversary edition of Little Mermaid, which comes packed full with a lot of stuff. In fact, you can see some of that stuff there as well, which is a filmmaker gallery and storybook. Pretty cool and everything, pretty cool. And I'm gonna hold on for a sec while I basically open this. It's a slip cover, as you can tell. It's a slip cover, but as you can see, pretty cool. Frank Hill sent me this and everything, and it came with a lot of other stuff as well. But as you can tell, we got like a little booklet in there, which is really nice. A little art book. Really cool about that. If I can get it back in there. It's early. I'm doing this, so again, let me try to get that back in there. There we go. And it does come with some cards as well, I think. And then of course there's the movies, the Blu-ray and the 4K. And I watched it on my 4K television. It does look really good. Or at least I saw some of it on the 4K television. It looks really nice. Anyway, continuing on. We have Beauty and the Beast 25th anniversary. We have the live action Beauty and the Beast right here. Beauty and the Beast Blu-ray. This was from the UK. Again, this is another one. This is how a lot of people were only able to get the movies on Blu-ray and all that at the time, because Disney wasn't doing anything yet here in the States. Here we have Lion King. This is the Diamond Circle of Life edition. We have Lion King 2, which is just on its own, nothing really. Then we have the 2-pack of Pocahontas 2, A Hunchback of Notre Dame 1 and 2, Hercules, Mulan 1 and 2, Tarzan we have right here. We have Atlantis and Atlantis Milo's Return, Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch and Lilo and Stitch 2, Princess and the Frog, Tangle, Frozen, and you can kind of tell that the sun beat up on the sides here, but that's okay, it's fine. But we have Tangle, Frozen. Then over here we have Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6, Zootopia, Moana, I gotta get Moana 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Frozen 2, Raya and the Last Dragon, Encanto, which we have right here, is a Target exclusive. Came with all of that, so that's pretty cool. Then we have the Pixar stuff. Excuse me, we have the Pixar stuff. We have The Good Dinosaur, Inside Out 2, Cars, Brave, Finding Dora, in The Incredibles, Finding Nemo. I gotta get Incredibles 2. All 4 Toy Stories, including the 4K edition, if you will. Including the 4K edition right here, which is really nice, another Target exclusive. We got Coco and Lightyear right here. And then over here we have the Christmas stuff. We have Mickey's Christmas Carol, the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, I should say, excuse me. Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas 2-pack there. Mickey's Christmas Carol, like I said. Muppets Christmas Carol, and then the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. And then as we get into Christmas, we have all the Christmas classics here from Rankin Bass, including the ones that don't get much of a showing except for AMC and other places. Medea Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on its own, the gold edition, the one they did kind of like a book. Then we have the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Year Without a Santa Claus. We have the Peanuts Holiday Collection, if I can get that out. The Peanuts Holiday Collection. This is all 3 of the holiday specials that they did. Then over here we have the Holiday Inn. And then we get into the Hunger Games section, if you will. We have Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, Catching Fire, and the first Hunger Games. Still gotta get the other ones. We have Coal Miner's Daughter, American Sniper, Gravity, Robot, Star Trek Into Darkness, Top Gun 30th Anniversary Edition Steelbook, Blazing Saddles, Caddyshack, National Lampoon's European Vacation, Departed, Goodfellas, and Aviator, both are 3-packs, if you will. Inception, The Revenant, Castaway, Full Metal Jacket, Warrior, all 3 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies right here.